He's in good shape.
What if the man known as CR7, whom you've observed for years, isn't actually human, but rather a machine? Hey, pay attention. In 2014, Ronaldo returned from what could have ended his career, but instead of merely recovering, he surged onto the field like a monster from another realm. Quicker than a flash, tougher than iron, and chillier than frost. It resembled witnessing a person transform into the perfect football machine. Fans, analysts, and even his fellow players began to murmur that this guy cannot possibly be normal anymore. Marcelo stated himself, "He doesn't sweat, ever." Like, how? How do you play 90 minutes flat out, break records, and look like you just stepped off the factory line? TikTok sleuths began to focus closely on his face, and the astonishing thing is, no signs of aging, no tiredness, no mistakes. The identical, concentrated, intense look for more than 10 years. It feels as if time has overlooked him. Now, let's discuss that leap of 2.93 meters into the air against Manchester United. No person can accomplish that without damaging something. Ronaldo, he hovers like a drone, descends like a cat. This isn't skill, it's meticulous craftsmanship. The question is he a human being, or is he the CR7 robot designed to be flawless? This is not an ordinary athlete, Ronaldo's physique. It's a script composed of bone, muscle, and electricity. The more you examine, the more it resembles analyzing a machine's blueprint rather than understanding a human. Let's begin with the reality. At 39 years of age, the man possesses a body that most 23-year-olds can only aspire to. Not suitable for his age. Nope. We're discussing precision at a cybernetic level. No stomach, no excess, merely muscle layered over muscle at 7% body fat, akin to a model created in a laboratory. As other athletes relax with ice packs, Ronaldo enters a minus 200 degrees Celsius cryo chamber as if he's being revitalized. His body doesn't heal, it resets. You have encountered treadmills previously. However, Ronaldo, he exercises on a NASA-developed Alter-G anti-gravity treadmill, designed for use by astronauts in outer space. It elevates his body so he can exercise without resistance, without exhaustion, testing his boundaries while his joints remain unharmed. As if he's deceiving gravity itself. Consider that. Other soccer players take a break. Ronaldo enhancements, and after that, we have the leap. 71 centimeters in height. Against Sampdoria, he soared over defenders as if lifted by unseen strings. 5G of force is the same force experienced by astronauts during liftoff from Earth. However, he wasn't inside a rocket. He was pursuing a header, and he executed it as if he were coded to do so. Do you still believe he's human? Here's something even more astonishing. He sleeps in microcycles, adjusted to enhance cell regeneration. His 3 a.m. protein shakes are measured precisely to the gram. Each meal, every breath, every moment of relaxation is recorded, evaluated, and carried out like a strategic operation. This is not a way of life. Introducing Ronaldo OS 7.0, enhanced, fine-tuned, and perpetually leading the way. So when you observe him sprinting down the wing at 39, keep in mind this isn't just genetics. This is engineering. The question has shifted to, how is he able to continue doing this? Who created the program? Behind each robotic action, every flawless performance, and every leap that defies gravity, there exists a system, a design plan, a cool, methodical algorithm that keeps the Ronaldo engine running. And my friend, this section of the tale, it's the place where legend transforms into technique. Ronaldo does not engage in training. He does not follow a diet. He does not sleep. What he performs is run a code routine so exact it might be confused for artificial intelligence. Eat 6 times daily, without sugar, no processed food. Each bite he consumes serves as essential fuel for a performance machine. Tuna, avocado, chicken fillet, eggs, and water. Consistently hydrate. Pure, methodical. Not a drop of juice meets this man's lips unless it has mission approval. And how does he sleep? Hey, forget about 8 hours. Ronaldo divides his sleep into 5 90-minute segments distributed throughout the day as an optimally timed recovery cycle. Specialists refer to it as polyphasic sleep. But for Ronaldo, it's simply another system enhancement. Each nap, a top-up, every break, tactical. As you drift off on the couch, the CR7 device is enhancing muscle fiber recovery at the molecular level. Allow me to share a tale with you. Carlos Tevez, indeed Tevez, the very warrior, once attempted to outpace Ronaldo to practice. Tevez rose early, hit the gym at 6 a.m., believing he had an advantage over the GOAT. Can you believe it? Ronaldo was present already. Perspiring? Number mid-repetition? Nope. He was completing his second exercise session. Tevez remarked, "You won't overcome that guy. Only you are allowed to join him." That isn't an athlete. That's a device functioning under a discipline standard that no one else can rival. Even the cooks near him adhered to the code. Giorgio Baroni, a past private chef of his, stated that preparing Ronaldo's meals was akin to getting ready for a space mission. All components assessed, no oils present, without sauce, simply unadulterated nourishment. A single mistake, 1 additional gram of salt, and it's gone. The robot cannot accept errors. Now consider who leads a life like this. Who practices in this manner? Who consumes food and rests with the exactness of a command line script? Not people, not human beings, just something created for relentless performance. This has ceased to be about motivation or hustle. This field has developed into automation. Every step he makes is deliberate. Each action, deliberate. Every moment of relaxation, enhanced. That's not a work ethic. It's a system functioning continuously day and night. Now, you ask me, is this merely dedication? Or are we gazing upon a footballing engine, achieving flawlessness? All machines have a maker. Every algorithm requires a developer. What about Cristiano Ronaldo? He isn't any different. When you observe the completed item today, it's speed, power, and precision. It's simple to overlook that he didn't begin this way. No, this wasn't a miraculous event. This was a task. Let's go back. Picture a young Ronaldo at 15, slim and lean, dismissed by others for being too weak. They said he had no muscle. But what was it that they didn't recognize? He was in the process of uploading the initial version of his code, Ronaldo 1.0. And that edition, unadulterated hunger. He resembled a self-evolving AI, improving with each setback, each denial. What are his origins? Section of the code. You may believe his abilities are coincidental, but there's hereditary brilliance in his DNA. Indicators of West African ancestry provided him with explosive type 2 muscle fibers similar to those of elite sprinters. His physique was endowed with the capability for shockwave velocity and animal-level stamina, an unseen enhancement, poised for activation. However, the programmers went beyond genetics. At Sporting Lisbon, trainers noticed something inexplicable. This child was unique. How's his dribbling? Too quick to follow? His reactions? Milliseconds in advance. And rather than merely coaching him, they honed him, instructed him on how to manage the disorder. He wasn't merely trained, he was completely reprogrammed. Then arrived Manchester United. This is where the actual system enhancement started. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, Ronaldo was polished like titanium. The coach not only instructed him in football, but also imparted lessons in control, leadership, and unwavering focus. From a flamboyant winger to a strategic forward, he transformed in real time. Refer to it as Ronaldo 2.5, no glitches, no pride, only data-driven supremacy. However, the ultimate transformation arrived, Madrid Real. And this is the moment the machine became entirely cyborg. The club acquainted him with technology labs, individualized biometric scanners, tailored regeneration chambers, and a complete AI-optimized performance team. This was not football. It was Formula One for the human body. Satellites monitored the recovery process, nutrition tracked by algorithms. Even his workout equipment was equipped with sensors to monitor microfatigue. Do you believe Nike merely added his name to the boots? No way, dude. There are whispers that Nike Labs created trial equipment exclusively for him. Nanofiber socks to minimize friction. Personalized sole plates tailored for enhanced muscle activation. Gear designed specifically for an individual athlete, akin to armor for the selected one. Even following Madrid, when many players decline, Ronaldo transferred to Juventus, then to Al Nassr. And, at each step, he carried his biohacking stronghold along. Treadmills designed for underwater use, cryogenic chambers, tanks for hyperbaric oxygen. The man didn't change clubs. He set up labs wherever he traveled. And who else is involved in it? The group he leads. While they aren't visible on the field, there is a complete team of private physicians, sports scientists, data analysts, and AI-based nutrition experts working behind the scenes. These aren't coaches, they are specialists. This isn't training, it's adjusting the system. Yet, the craziest aspect is that Ronaldo constructed the majority of it by himself. He didn't receive this machine. He created it. He searched for the science. He employed the finest. He turned into his own maker. Thus, when you observe Cristiano today, excelling at 40 as if it's merely another tier in the simulation, you're witnessing more than just a football player. What you are witnessing is the culmination of years of enhancements, a realm of scientific achievement, and a mentality that would not settle for mediocrity. This is not evolution. This is created excellence. Consider this. Regardless of whether you view Cristiano Ronaldo as an unstoppable person or a highly efficient machine, one truth remains undeniable: he has redefined greatness. At 40, while many legends have either retired or become part of history, Ronaldo continues to dominate as if he's directly connected to the Matrix, running quicker than defenders half his age, jumping higher than NBA players, and breaking records as if they're mere digital milestones in his infinite game. We're not only discussing statistics, although the figures by themselves are astounding. Over 850 goals, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, 5 Champions League trophies, and still adding more. However, Ronaldo's legacy goes beyond statistics. It involves transforming the whole model of what a footballer can become. Cryotherapy chambers, zero-gravity treadmills, optimal nutrition, and training plans so meticulous they appear algorithmic. This isn't merely commitment, this is advanced programming. Every child who yells "Sayu" is calling out to a legend who surpassed sports and evolved into a worldwide sensation. Part human, part myth, and perhaps part machine. As the years pass, Ronaldo increasingly focuses on calculated precision rather than raw emotion. His face remains timeless. His movements remain swift. He resembles a living, breathing algorithm, perpetually enhancing and refining himself, the perfect blend of human and technology. Therefore, when the last whistle signals the end of his career and the stadium lights fade, what will be left? More than just trophies, more than just records, but a legacy of unwavering discipline, indomitable spirit, and a tireless ambition that transformed what's achievable. This is the tale of a man who didn't merely participate in the game, he transformed it. Was he human? Was he a robot? Or was he something completely different? A model for the future of human capability? The response? That's the enigma we will hold on to for eternity. Now it's your moment. You've observed the leaps, the performances, the frozen environments, and the relentless determination. You've experienced the rhythm of the CR7 engine at full speed. What do you think? Hit that like button if you're still certain Ronaldo is an ordinary human, driven solely by passion and hard work. If you've noticed the code, observed the glitches, and think the GOAT could possibly be a robot in disguise, leave a robot in the comments below. And don't overlook it. Hit subscribe so you won't miss the next exploration of the world's greatest sports enigmas. Because when perfection strikes this intensely, the boundary between human and machine, it begins to fade. What is your opinion?